Hi and welcome back, guys. In today's tutorial, I'll be talking to you about a feature called the switch statement. In programming, the switch statement is a very useful tool. It saves the programmer a lot of time and trouble. So when would you use a switch statement? If you had a variable like age and you needed to test the age of the user and had a variety of different statements you wanted to print depending on the user's age. For example, if they were 16, you'd want to print a statement saying, "Well done on your exam results." If they were 18, you would have a statement saying, "Welcome to your adulthood." If 21, then something like, "Congrats on your graduation." So there are different values which can be applied to the same variable. Now we can build a program using the if statement, such as if age equals 16, if age equals 18, if age equals 21, etc., etc. However, there is a way of combining these statements and making it shorter. This can be done using something called a switch statement. So, this is how you use a switch statement. Type the word switch, then a parenthesis after that, and in that write the variable which you'd like to test. We want to test the value of age. Therefore type age. When you've done that, add the body to the switch statement. Inside the body you type the different values which you think age is equal to, and that will be given in the form of cases. So you have a case, inside that case you enter 16 followed by a colon. Then you write whatever statements you'd like your computer program to carry out. In the case, the value of the age equals 16. You can put a statement like "Well done on your exam results," then end line. Then type in break. In the case of 18, you put "C out, welcome to your adulthood," end line, and type in break again. Do the same with 21. Add the statement "Congrats on your graduation." So the switch allows you to test different cases without the need of 3 different if statements. Then we have something called default. If you entered a different value such as 2 and none of the values it ran through were true, such as 16, 18 or 21, it would then ask you what you would want it to do by default. So by default you could type "C out, nothing here," end line. So before we build and run this, let's talk about what break is and why we added it. Break basically means end the switch. We add break after each case because when we want to test 16 each time we ran it, it printed "Well done on your exam results." We tested age and age equals 16. In the first case it ran the code because it recognized the match. As there was a match in the first case, it's not necessary to test all the others, and there's no need to run the default either because this is the only one we run. So the break's job is to break the switch. So the break basically stops your program from running all the other cases as a match has already been found. If you had 18 in the case, it will run it and print "Welcome to adulthood." The break allowed it to do the following. It's not in the case of 16, but there's a match in the case of 18, so it'll print out "Welcome to adulthood" and break out of this loop. So it becomes unnecessary to test 21 and use a default, as we found a match and broke out of the loop. So break saves you the ordeal of going through the rest of the loop. So why isn't there a need to end the default? The reason is because default is at the end of the switch, so no need to break out of it as it exits anyway at the end. So the switch statement takes a variable and tests a value against each case, and it will run the default if it doesn't match any of the values. And you can have any number of values. So you now know what the switch does and what the break is. Break will be used continually in C++. So basically it can be used with switch, but it's also used with other things such as regular loops, etc. So do expect it to keep coming up. So anyway, do get familiar with the switch statement, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.